All right, let's just dive right into it. Welcome to today's explainer. If you've been looking for ways to maximize your streaming utility and really take full control of your device, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we are focusing heavily on exactly how to install Vulture TV. We're going to walk through the complete sideloading and setup process step by step. We'll take the source material, break down what this app actually is, weigh the trade-offs, and most importantly, get it running on your system. To keep this efficient, here's our game plan. 1. We'll meet Vulture TV. 2. We'll do a quick pros and cons rundown. 3. The main event, our installation walkthrough. 4. We'll navigate the interface and features. And 5. We'll wrap it all up with a look at safety and legality.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1. Meet Voltra TV, the all-in-one solution.
So what exactly are we putting on our devices today? Well, Voltra TV positions itself as a comprehensive media hub. The source describes it as an all-in-one streaming app, meaning it's packing movies, TV series, live channels, and, yep, even sports streams. And the best part? It uses a really convenient one-click playback system. Basically, the whole idea is to give you a single go-to destination so you're not constantly bouncing around between half a dozen different apps. Now hold up, this is absolutely crucial before we go any further. There's a very specific hardware limitation you need to know about. Voltra TV has to be sideloaded on Android-powered devices. So standard Amazon Firesticks, Fire TVs, Google TV devices, you're totally good. However, it is explicitly not compatible with the Fire TV Stick Select. Why? Because that specific model runs on Amazon's new in-house platform, Vega OS, not Android. I just wanted to flag that right out of the gate to save some of you guys a headache. So, assuming you've got compatible hardware, let's move right into Section 2, Pros and Cons, our executive summary. Look, whenever we're dealing with a totally free app, there are going to be some trade-offs, right? On the plus side, Vulture TV is super accessible. It is completely free, there's absolutely zero sign-up or registration required, and it has a massive on-demand library streaming in 1080p. Plus, it has multi-server switching, so if a link goes down, you've got backups. But we gotta look at the cons too. Because it's an unverified third-party app, the content licensing is unverified. And for the power users out there, this is a big one. There are no premium integrations. You can't hook up real dBrid, and there's no tracked integration to sync your watch history. Oh, and like a lot of free sources, the live streams can just buffer or drop without any warning. It's a bit of a give and take. All right, now that we know exactly what we're working with, let's get to the core of today's explainer. Section 3, Installation Walkthrough. Executing the operation. Because Voltra TV isn't sitting right there in the official app stores, we have to sideload it. Think of it kind of like taking the back door instead of the main entrance. To pull this off, we need a tool called the Downloader app. If you don't have it yet, just grab it from your device's standard app store first. Got it? Great. Step 1, launch the Downloader app. Step 2, just navigate over and click on the search bar, or you can hit that little hashtag icon right at the top of your screen. Now get your remotes ready. This is your key to grabbing the app. The exact downloader code you need to type in is 1165642. I'm going to say that one more time just to be safe, 1165642. So what happens next? You punch in that code, 1165642, and click Next. Then, honestly, just hang tight for a few seconds. The downloader app is going to do its thing, automatically connect, and fetch the APK file for Vulture TV. When that download finishes, your device is going to prompt you. Just click Install. Now, when it's done installing, listen closely. Do not click Open just yet. Instead, you want to click Done. Why in the world did we click Done? Well, because it kicks us right back to the Downloader app for a quick tactical cleanup. This is such a good habit to get into, guys. Once the app is installed, you really don't need that original installation file, the APK, just sitting there eating up your storage space. So back in Downloader, you'll see a prompt for that file. Hit Delete, and then hit Delete one more time just to confirm it. Trust me, your device's storage is going to thank you later. Okay, the hard part is officially over. Now you can head over to your device's app library and fire up Voltra TV. The very first time you boot it, you'll just have to click through a few quick onboarding screens. First, pick your language. Next, you'll see a few intro screens. But honestly, there's a super handy skip button. Hit that to bypass the intro and get right to the good stuff. Finally, you might get a little pop-up message about Telegram. Just click Got It to dismiss it. And boom. The sideloading operation is completely done. You are officially in. So, what exactly are you looking at? Let's jump to Section 4, Interface and Features, Navigating the App. According to the source, Voltra TV has a surprisingly clean and user-friendly interface. It's broken down into some really obvious categories. You've got events and World Cup for the big broadcasts, channels for your live TV, movies for on-demand stuff, and your standard settings tab. But honestly, the coolest part is the in-player features. When you're actually watching something, you aren't just stuck with whatever feed it gives you. You can actively change video sources if your stream's buffering, you can manually dial the video quality up or down, and you can even pull in subtitles right there on the screen. It's a frankly wild amount of control for an app that doesn't cost a dime. Now, as pumped as I am that we got this set up, we really have to pump the brakes and talk about risk. Let's pivot to our final section, safety and legality, our risk management. Look, anytime we step outside the official walled garden app stores, security is priority number one. We are dealing with third-party unofficial applications here, so checking for malware isn't optional, it's mandatory. But the source brings us some good news here. The official Vulture TV APK file was run through VirusTotal, which is a very well-respected scanning tool, and it returned a completely clean scan. Absolutely zero malicious files were detected in the installation package. But safety isn't just about dodging viruses. We have to talk about legality too. Because this is an unverified app, it is literally impossible to know if the developers actually holds the proper licensing for all that content they're providing. I want to be totally impartial here and just share the definitive stance directly from our source material. They say, and I quote, "TroyPoint recommends only accessing media not protected by copyright, such as those that fall under public domain status. At the end of the day, the responsibility of what you stream falls entirely on the end user. That's you." And because of those legal gray areas, the source material gives one really strong final directive. Before you even think about streaming anything on Voltra TV, you need to protect your connection with a VPN. A virtual private network is going to mask your IP address, hiding your digital footprint from your internet provider, the app developers, and anybody else snooping around. When you're messing with unverified platforms, running a VPN in the background is basically a mandatory security protocol. Do not skip it.